I'm Haley and welcome back to my channel. I cannot believe it's May, but happy May, happy sort of spiritual start of summer. It's not quite summer, but it feels like we're there. So that's great. I'm super excited. I have a lot of really fun things coming up in May that I am so excited for. April was kind of a tough month, not gonna lie, but we are moving forward. I have a ton of fun summery fragrances picked out for my tray this next month that I am so excited for. Some old favorites, things that I really enjoyed last summer that I cannot wait to break out. And I also, spoiler alert, used up 2 fragrances from my tray last month. So that is awesome. That is so exciting to me. I love working through the fragrances that I have and getting the full use out of things that I buy and, you know, rotating through everything in my collection. So love that. And I'll get on into that once we get into the tray. But if you like this kind of video, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe because I do perfume tray videos just like this one every single month at the start of every single month right here on my channel. So I appreciate everyone who's watching and let's get on into the video. Okay, this was my tray for the month of April. I got a lot of use out of these fragrances, but I am so happy to be moving on and putting some new fragrances on the tray for May. But first of all, I just want to say I used up 2 fragrances, which is awesome. The first is the Jo Malone Wild Bluebell Cologne, and this is so pretty, and this was really perfect for springtime, just throwing things on and not having to think very much about it, which was so perfect for this past month. I had about half of this left, I think, and I pretty much just powered through it and used it up entirely, as you can see. So super happy to have another empty for my fragrances for this year. I really love this fragrance. It is very airy and breezy and fresh. It's not too sweet. It's not overpowering. It's perfect for any and all occasions, except for like a nighttime date night or anything like that. But any daytime occasion, especially if you do not want to be overpowering or kind of announce yourself with your fragrance, this is so perfect for that. I love how fresh and, like I said, breezy it is. This is such an awesome fragrance. And then the other one I used up is my Versace Parfum Dylan Turquoise. This is a citrusy, woody, white floral fragrance, and I really enjoyed this one. This is just the travel size, but I got a decent amount of use out of this one. I think I had it for a couple of years, so it was nice to be able to use this one up and move it out. Again, really fresh and great for springtime. This one is just a super easy reach, very easy wear for me, and I definitely recommend this fragrance if you're looking for a fresh fragrance that is also affordable, because these Versace fragrances, you can get them for very good prices on Joma Shop, Fragrance Net, online discounters like that. You can definitely get a whole, like a full-size bottle for $30 or so. So I think that's a really great price for a designer fragrance. And I think this is very pleasing and a lot of people like this fragrance profile. It's kind of similar to Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, but not quite the same. So it has a kind of a similar fragrance profile without being, you know, a dupe of each other. But really like this one. And if you like that sort of fresh citrus, a little bit woodsy and a little bit white floral vibe, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. Then next up, I had my Montal Rose Night fragrance. I really like this one for nighttime. It is a very lush rose fragrance, and it's not one of my tip-top favorite roses in my collection, but I do enjoy it. I've gotten a lot of use out of it over the past couple of years since I've had this bottle. And if you're just looking for like a classic rose that's not a super sweet rose, this is more on that like lush rose petal rose side. I really enjoy this one. I don't always really like those sweet roses. I really prefer a green rose or a rose petal rose, and I feel like this is pretty photorealistic. So if you really like rose scents, I would definitely try and get your nose on this one. Definitely one of my more favorite Montals. I don't always love Montal. I feel like they have, a lot of them have a very similar DNA that is just way too much for me. If you know, you know, but this one I feel like is a winner, and again, it's available on a lot of discounters, so you can get a pretty good price on this one. So this was a Montal's Rose Night. Then I have my Dior L'Or, and I really love this one. This is a super beautiful buttery, delicious white floral. So it is a jasmine and tuberose scent. It is very sexy, very nighttime, not a floral for the faint of heart. It is very just deliciously sexy, lovely date night, anything like that fragrance. Very memorable and super beautiful. It's not indolic, so it doesn't have like an animalic or kind of pee-pee smell to it, which I love. I don't like that kind of smell in my fragrance. I know some people do, and sometimes you can be like, ooh, that's kind of interesting, but definitely not what I'm looking for when I'm looking for a super sexy, lush white floral. So this is a really wonderful fragrance. I really love this one for date nights and things like that. I think it's a really standout white floral in my collection, and I would love to see more people talk about this one because I think it's so fabulous. I believe the nose behind this one is Francis Kirk de Jean, so same as Baccarat Rouge. Love this fragrance. Then last up, this bottle is so huge it's hard to fit it in the frame, but this is Loewe's Aere Sutileza, and this has a similar fragrance profile to the Versace Dylan Turquoise, which I was saying was also kind of a similar fragrance profile to Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, which is that citrus top notes, white floral mid notes, and then a little bit of a woodsy base, which is a fairly common fragrance profile, but they all kind of do it in their own way and a little bit differently and uniquely. But I really like this one. I really like the Loewe fragrances that I've tried, and I would love to try more of them. Again, they have them all very frequently on Joma Shop, so that's where I've seen them before. I would love to expand my Loewe collection because I just really like what they do. I also really like to try some of their home fragrances. So if anybody's tried any of their candles or like hand soaps or anything like that, let me know because I'm so intrigued by them. But I love the bottle in this one. It's kind of like minimalist, chic, but also kind of like naturalistic. So really love this one. Love like how geometric it is and this gorgeous sage color right here. But really like this fragrance. I always remember getting a really lovely compliment on this one, and I think this is so nice. Very great office friendly fragrance as well if you are looking for that. So first up, I have a body spray. This is Sol de Janeiro Summer Amor, and this was one of the limited edition ones that they came out with last summer. And as you can see, I have about a third of the bottle left, so I would love to use this one up too. I really like this. I think it's my favorite of the three that came out last summer. I have not tried any of the ones that came out for this summer, so if you've tried any of those and have thoughts, definitely let me know down in the comments below because I would love to know what you all think about those and whether or not I should pick them up. But I like this one a lot. I don't always love orange blossom fragrances, but this one does it in a way that I really like. It's a very sweet fragrance. It's a little bit almondy and definitely just very sugary, but in a summery way. And I just feel like this is so nice for like a summer night if you are on vacation or something like that. And I just really was craving this one and wanted to bust it back out so I could potentially finish it up. But really like this one. It's definitely one of my favorite Sol de Janeiros that I have tried. And then speaking of sweet fragrances, it is time to bust back out my Skylar Boardwalk Delight. I freaking love this perfume. As you can see, I'm, I guess, about halfway done with it, and the juice on this has darkened up so much since I purchased it, I think about 2 years ago, but I love this one. It is so sweet and delicious cotton candy smelling while still being a little bit fresh and a little bit aquatic. It really does smell like being on the boardwalk, and I love when scents are super evocative like that. Like they evoke a very specific time and place, and this does that so well. I love this fragrance. Like I said, it's so sweet and delicious while the sort of slight aquaticness of it kind of cuts through and prevents it from being too cloying. So I really love this. I would love to get some more wear on this. I love wearing this to the county fair. I've worn it, I think, at least 1 year to the fair and maybe 2 years, but I really love this one. I feel like it's so perfect for that sort of fun day out, amusement park day vibes, just, and it's something that harkens back to childhood a little bit, but I really love this fragrance. I think it's so lovely and I can't wait to get some wear on it this month. Then next up, I have Truly's Cherry Baby. So I don't know if this is available. I think that they may have pulled it because the Sabrina Carpenter cherry fragrance is also called Cherry Baby, because the last time I was looking this one up, it wasn't available on the Truly site anymore, and I did not purchase this that long ago. I feel like I got it either end of last year or beginning of this year. It's not that old, but I really like it. I think it is such a wonderful springtime cherry. It's not super deep or sexy. Like a lot of cherries I feel like are better for the fall and winter months just because of how heavy they can be and how dense. But this is a more of a floral springtime cherry, like a brunch cherry, and I just want to wear it some more. I really, really like it. I feel like it's so perfect for this time of year. It's very fruity and floral and fun, and I just really, really like this fragrance. It's a shame that it didn't seem to be available when I was looking it up before, but maybe they are planning to re-release it. But really, really love this fragrance, and I was so pleasantly surprised because it was not expensive, and you know, truly has just been a body care brand previously, but I would definitely try more of their fragrances going forward because I did really enjoy this one. And then another sweet fruity fragrance that I love is Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. It's a little bit boozy and sexy. It's definitely like deep and complex. But it also has a floral vibe that I feel like is so perfect for this time of year. I love the floral notes in this. It gives it kind of like a light perfumey quality that sort of contrasts with that deep boozy base. So I really, really love this fragrance. I've talked about it so much on my channel, and I feel like right now is the time to bust it out and let it shine. So really excited to get a little bit of wear on this one this month. Love this fragrance. And then last up, so we can have a fresh, easy reach on the tray this month, I have my Chloe Roses de Chloe. This is very, very similar to the original Chloe, only just a little bit more rose heavy. It is still a very light, airy, and fresh floral. It is not sweet or anything like that. It is super easy to throw on and wear, and I really love this fragrance. I really want to just get some more wear on it, and I feel like springtime is the perfect time to do that. So love this fragrance. If you like a light and sort of drier rose scent, so not a super sweet rose, I would definitely consider checking this one out. I feel like it's really, really nice. And again, as I mentioned, as I always like to mention, so you guys can save money, these are really, really available on a lot of online discounters like Joma Shop. So definitely lots of Chloe flankers to be had for good prices. So that's all I have for the tray. Let me know if you tried any of these fragrances and what you will be wearing for the month of May. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said before, if you like this kind of video, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.